Hey everybody, how's it going? What is going on? How the heck are we? And welcome to another TGIM. That's right. Thank God it's Monday. And it's time to hang out with your favorite pit master and all around weirdo Matt. So guys, how's it been? What's going on? What's new? What's old? Glad you showed up. So tonight's show, we're going to have a little bit of fun. Since last time you saw me, I've been doing a little bit of tech work and learning some new techie type stuff. And well, we're going to see if I can't make some cool things happen and some cool things appear tonight before your face here on the WO Entertainment Network. Remember, you hear Hot Boxing with Matt. We're here every Monday night at 8 o'clock, if not sooner than that. Well, by golly, keep it watch, keep an eye on the notifications because we'll put that out there, let everybody know what time it's going, what time we're going, and what time it's going to be on. So, guys, I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight and getting some working on some tech issues real quick. Kind of having a little bit of internet issues means I see I'm being a little jumpy, a little spotty. So hopefully I got things fixed on my side here. But anyways, weekend's over. Time to get back at it. What'd you cook? What didn't you cook? What do you wish you could have cooked? Uh, right down there, right over there, right over there. There we go. That's pointing the right direction. Right down there is our chat, guys. Go ahead and pop into that chat. Remember to give StreamYard the okay for you to be in there talking because they're going to post your name up there. We'll see who's here with us today. And so yeah, that's kind of what you got to do there. So guys, I'd love to talk to everybody. I'd love to see how everything's going. But anyways, we're going to go ahead. We're going to move on here. So I got a lot of great things going on, a lot of big things in the fire, and a lot of wonderful opportunities coming up. I get a chance to go see one of my favorite bands, Tyler, see Overtime and the Blue Collar Soldier Band. We're going to see them October 7th, I believe. And it makes it even funner than that as I get to cook for them again. I always love getting with these guys, love hanging out with them. Just great group of guys and guys working on a little something special with them. And, remember, support your blue collar. That's both the blue collar soldiers and those hard working men and women out there that's doing all those dirty things that we don't want to do. God bless you all. And, well, I take my hat off to you, but you might get blinded. Beg for me to put it back on. But guys, anyways, so yeah, that's coming up October 7th. Also, speaking of October, if you know anything about barbecue, if you follow barbecue, if you are a barbecue enthusiast of any sort, you, without a shadow of a doubt, I know have heard of KCBS. It's Kansas City Barbecue Society. So you know what time of year it is. It is that time of year. We are staring down the bullet pretty darn quick. Yep, that's right. The sorry, can't remember the next annual American Royal Creme de Creme, the top dogs, the mega millions wounded all power ball for barbecue. That's coming up here in about another month or so, a little bit after that. And so, guys, while we're sitting here talking about that, let's just go ahead and take a second. Let's hop over here to the Kansas City Barbecue Society's webpage and take a look. And guys, there's your top spots right now. Let's get that a little bit bigger where everybody can see it. Hell, you don't want to see me anyways. So there it is, guys. There's your top ranking teams right now. Guys, we have another rush for another shootout for first again this year. That's going to put 2 years in a row that my man Joe Pierce of Slaps Barbecue and Brad Leninger getting basted or hitting neck and neck tied up all the way through. Guys, if anybody remembers anything about last year, or anything we really want to try to remember about last year, and that was that epic down to the last little bit competition between Brad and Joe about who's going to come out on top, man. So it's always fun to see that they're going neck and neck again. And that's just what makes this contest fun. But what makes the barbecue contest so enjoyable is the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. You, as a backyard guy, could show up with a Weber Smoky Mountain, and guys, Bear with me. I'm sorry. That's Hunter. Hunter, you just stopped in, so you might as well say hi. There he is. He does have clothes on. He's just, that's what happens when we go live. So, anyways, Brad and Joe back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all the way down to the end. And Brad just barely got him at the American Royal last year. So here's my hopes, my fingers, my toes crossed for anybody that knows Joe Pierce and all the great people down there at Slaps. His Mike brother helps him run the operation, plus a wonderful, great crew of pit masters, frontline workers. You name it, they've got it, guys. And that is some of the best barbecue in Kansas City, if you ask my opinion. But hey, what's my opinion worth? Well, I gotta say something. If you're here, also, I notice I'm giving a little bit more love again to my man Joshua Hickman down there in Arkansas, Tusta Buck Barbecue. Hopefully everything goes right, Josh. We can get you back on here with some time and have some fun. And I love talking to you guys and everything else. Guys, I want to tell you right now, before we go any further, I do not get paid for any endorsements. I don't get paid for any advertisements. I don't get paid for any of this crap. I ask for no money when people come on. If you want to give me something out of the kindness of your heart, I'll take it, but I'll buy anything and everything I've got. If you want to give it to me for free, by God, I'll take it for free. I'll give you an honest opinion, an honest answer on everything. And guys, you won't see it here on the WO Entertainment Network, Hotboxing with Matt. You won't see it if it doesn't pass my standards. Everything that Josh has sent me, everything Josh has given me, has put him above and beyond, in my opinion. And head on over there to Tuscan Buck Barbecue on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Stop in, tell him Hotboxing with Matt said hi and sent you over there, and you will not be disappointed. He's got some new experimental stuff coming out that's just great to see every day. Pimp, how you doing, sir? I would greet you in your language, but I just screw it up so fast. I'll just say howdy. Good to see you, guys. If you were with me last week, you saw me post about a great opportunity, a wonderful show to go catch that Pimp put on last week, and well, unfortunately, I had to kind of not make it, and because, well, my God, I had to work and it sucked. But from what I heard, everybody had a great time last night, and looking forward to the next one. But wait, when is that next one, you ask? Well, guys, looky here, looky here. As soon as I can figure out where I want to be, there it is right there. It's raising money for suicide awareness. It's going to be Saturday, November 6th at 5:30, Tub Creek Event Center up there in Camden, Missouri. 50/50 raffles, barbecues, and drinks for sale, $5 entry fee. Guys, I will tell you, it's not OVB or Charlie's Pride Barbecue, but the people that are putting this on right now is Sugar Creek Barbecue, some of the greatest pit masters I know. I was more than happy to not tread on their toes and not, go take over their stuff and do what I'm not supposed to do. So I kindly just kind of bowed out. They were more than gracious enough to give us an opportunity and a place to work and do our shows and try to raise this money. So we're just going to let them go all in. All proceeds go to what you see and what you hear about while you're there. So, guys, here it is. WO Entertainment presents Comedy Bash, raising money for suicide awareness, Saturday, November 6th at 5:30 in Tub Creek Event Center at 11417 Northeast Highway 69, giggity, giggity, Cameron, Missouri 64429. But not only will you have Redneck Pimp and everybody else out there showing on a good time and having fun, you're going to have going on at 7 the Mixologies and 10 p.m. the Reality Becomes. So get out there and remember to catch Mr. Sean Hill, David Scott. David Scott, if you can remember, if you've been following us long enough, is one of our contest winners. Jeff Onyx, Richard Montano, Thai Food Panda, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Richie, the Redneck Pimp King. There again, that is Saturday, November 6th at 5:30. Can't wait for that one to go live. Yeah, Pimp, I haven't talked about that one yet. That was kind of going to be a big lead up to it, but there it is, guys. If you are checking out chat anywhere, you see it right here. OVB barbecue since creation has always about been helping out others, reaching out to others, and bringing up others. Not with a hand up, but not with a hand out, but a hand up. Excuse me. So we're going to one deserving veteran family is going to receive a full turkey dinner with all proceeds coming from OVB and all of us over here at OVB. And guys, we just remember to say that just because we serve different places, we serve different time. Our oath and enlistment is never up. You will always be my brother, and you will always be my sister. And this is kind of our way to thank you. And we're battle buddies till the end of the day. So I can't. That's all I'm going to say on that one. So, guys, there it is. Give you a little teaser. Why to show in, why to look up, and why to stop in. So, what else we got? I think we got something else, but I'm not 100% sure what else we got. I'm trying to cover all bills. Oh, crap. I am so sorry. Oh, I forgot to mention something. Guys, follow me back here. Let's take a trip back down the wormhole here. Pull this back up because there's something I wanted to point out. I forgot to point out to you. You like the flyer? If you like the flyer, do me a favor, go to WO Entertainment's Facebook page, find the flyer, give it a smash the hell out of that heart and that thumbs up button and show us some love because our very own guru with the controller, the chick gamer that will not only beat you down but make you cry for mama in the gulag of Warzone every time, Miss Jennifer. And you can catch her show right here on the Blue Phoenix Pirate, right here on WO Entertainment. But yeah, guys, not only is she a badass gamer, a badass content creator, a badass chick all the way around this, kicking cancer's ass every day. Girl, much love from all of us here. Keep fighting. She did some pretty damn good computer work too. So all right. There it is. We're done. Let's get back on topic. So tonight we talked a little bit about we was going to talk some barbecue and we was going to watch some videos. So this is kind of like the imagine the sounds of the old TV rolling down the hallway at school right now, popping into your head. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to talk brisket because I think brisket is. No, I know brisket is my favorite cut of meat to cook. It's my favorite cut of meat to trim out. It's my favorite cut of meat of everything to do. Because when I started cooking barbecue 24 plus years ago, if you couldn't cook brisket, you wasn't worth your salt as a pit master. And so that was my go-to. That was my goal. Was to learn how to cook. Come on, what is going on over here, Cons? Was learn how to cook brisket. Sorry, working on multitasking here. It's not working out very well. But anyways, as I'm learning how to cook brisket, so brisket became my go-to end-all be-all, my one and done, my one meat I wanted to do. And through a lot of trial, a lot of error, a lot of screwed up briskets, and a lot of great pit masters teaching me what I know now today, I think I've gotten pretty good with my brisket, and almost everybody who's tried it can all say the same thing. And well, I got some trophies that'll back it up too. So like Kid Rock said, it ain't cocky if you can back it up. Yeah, that ain't me. That's never been me. I'm a humble guy. But brisket's always been one of my favorite cuts. For those that don't know, brisket is actually two meats in one, two muscles in one. You have the flat and you have the point. Now, Matt, I know you're going to say, Matt, what's the point of this? I'm about to show you a little video of a gentleman down in Austin, Texas, who, if this can get back around to him somehow, would love to have him on the show. Shit, I would love to come down and work for him for free for a week just so I can learn. So, hey, Aaron, come on, hit your boy up. Operation Veteran Barbecue, OVB Barbecue, Charlie's Pride Barbecue. I will drop my personal number down here if I know you're watching. But anyways, I digress. So you have the point and the flat. The point is where here in Kansas City we'll separate and we'll make our burn ends out of, which so many people just absolutely adore and love. And the flat is where your sliced brisket comes from. So, anyways, so that's the two different meats. Now, here, like I said, here in Kansas City, we'll separate it. We'll make those golden, beautiful little morsels of meat marshmallows known as burnt ends. And the thing about brisket and burnt ends, especially, is if you know what you're doing, you can't freaking beat it. But sadly enough, if you don't know what you're doing, you can't eat it. There's always that ongoing battle. Do you wrap? Do you not wrap? When do you pull it? When do you do it? I love you, buddy. When do you wrap? When do you not wrap? Do you use paper? Do you use foil? Blah, 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 blah. Well, this week, we'll start with a little bit of trim work because I kind of want to dip into two different ways. Like the trim work that you're going to see Aaron Franklin doing on the video that I'm about to queue up is what you would do for your backyard cooks, your backyard things like that. And then what I will attempt to do next, no promises, no guarantees, is I will attempt to find a competition trim. And once you see the difference between a competition trim and a backyard trim, dude, it's night and day. I mean, the amount of trimmings that we take off a competition trim brisket compared to what you would do, even if you wanted to trim a brisket for backyard cooking, it is mind-boggling. We probably use a third to a half to a third of a third to a half. Excuse me, long day. Bear with me, guys. A fat of meat. Especially in the beginning when you go to trim these things, you're taking this beautiful cut of meat and you're taking it down to what looks like a tombstone just to get it cooked right and get it cooked in the right amount of time. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can get this one queued up. It's about a 9-minute video. I'll pop in and out. We'll do some talking. We'll see if there's any questions in chat while we go at it. And let's just go ahead and queue this one up. And if you know of anybody better or anybody that you would like to see, drop it for me down there in the comments, and we can get together and we can talk about it later. So, all right, guys, I'm going to switch this to the bigger screen. All right, so this is kind of where I wanted to take a pause for the cause for a second and jump in here and talk. First off, I wish. No sound hurt. All right, I'll go back and work on fixing that. I wish I had Aaron Franklin's refrigerator that I can open up and just brisket. Man, I open up my refrigerator, it looks like a bunch of science experiments. So the brisket has, like I said, two muscles, the flat and the point. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the video back up and make sure I got everything working right. And we'll just keep talking as we go, because I think Aaron's going to kind of reach on the same thing here. 1 second. All right. All right. So he kind of did touch a little bit on the two muscles thing. And if somebody out there in wild web land can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, let me know. Make sure I had that settings right, that we was getting audio through there. Audio avatars, share screens and videos to stream. I'm just doing some looking here, guys, and I speak out loud a lot. So communication, okay, I don't want to do that. So anyways, so point and the flat. No sound, still no sound. Well, crud bubbles. Hey, do we have anybody in chat that can help me out there with that? Uh, just trying to figure out how to get sound with my new screen. So, anyways, so yeah, the brisket is two muscles. Is in essence two muscles: the flat and the point. And what he was talking about in here, let's just minimize that for a little bit. What he was talking about in there for a little bit is it's really so it goes up here. It goes up the breast. Uh, Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Miss Blue Phoenix herself is helping me out here, kind of jumping in, saving the day. Um, anyways, trying to help me save the day here. But anyway, so what? Like I said, as I said, what it was the brisket, the flat, and the point. God, I'm drawing this point out way too much. But what happens is, like I said, here in Kansas City, we'll smoke the brisket off, 12 to 14 hours, however long you decide to cook it. And that's all working at what temperature you want to run, 225, 275. I've known guys that's cooked them up to cooked them up at 325, but it's all how you want to do it. And then we'll take the burnt end, we'll take the point, and we'll put it back on the smoker, unwrapped. Usually we'll separate it when we wrap it, but unwrapped, put it in, let it run for another 4 to 6 hours. That puts that smaller chunk of meat in that smoker for 18 to 20 hours. By the time it gets done, you wonder how the hell it turns out to be a mint marshmallow. Well, by golly, it's well worth the time. It's well worth the effort. And it's a damn good cut of meat. I'm actually really kind of bummed that this isn't working out for me quite the way I wanted it to. But guys, there is no failures in life. There is lessons. And this is definitely a lesson that I'm learning how to get this taken care of. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we're going to move on here, and we're going to do a little bit more talking, a little bit more what's it, how's it, who's it, where's it. And so looking at the clock, it shows that it's 8:30. That means it's about the halfway point for me here in the show. So per licensing agreements, and they keep pimps from pimp slapping me. It's time to pay some bills, guys. Let's pay some bills. So, as I reminded you, everything that's going on around here at the WO Entertainment Network, there's always always some kind of show for you to watch and have fun with. Always something to have fun with, always something to do. And then, okay, I will take a look at that, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you so much. But there's always something to do, always something to watch, always something to have fun with, whether you're into gaming, you're into chit chat, you're into comedy, you're into just relaxing with music, because guys, it is getting that time of year where you're going to start finding me around that bonfire a little bit more often, and a lot safer than what I used to be. But I smell those fall leaves. I got that bucking rut strut working on. I know Ben's going to be talking about some of his hunting secrets as he wants to give them out on his show, the on Tuesday nights at 5 o'clock Central. Remember, guys, all times that I tell you is going to be Central, because we are located here in the great heart of this wonderful country of ours. Central, well, they're up in Missouri. I'm down in Kansas, and well, we're just kind of all over the place. But everything is based out of Central Standard Time. So the WO radio show with Redneck Pimp, he's just kind of satire, having fun, having a good time, just keeping everything going, and keeping everything lively, giving his twist on things, and making you laugh. And God bless the man, but he has a saying that I've taken to heart, and I'm always going to have, and that's if you're laughing, you ain't crying. Remember that. And then talking about our girl Jennifer. I mean, this girl. I mean, this chick, this woman, this female, this just badass. I'll say it. This badass. She gets on every Sunday night with you at 3 o'clock Eastern or 3 o'clock Central, and doing her video gaming thing, her blogging, and smogging thing, doing her thing. And guys, not only is she doing her thing, she's making it look good, and she's doing it while kicking cancer's ass. I ain't had caught a Facebook ban yet. So I want everybody in the chat right now. If you're in the chat and you want to do it and you feel like doing it, give me a great big hell yeah, Jennifer, fuck cancer. You know what? Here, I'll even start it. Let's get that big hell yeah, Jennifer, fuck cancer. There it is. There it is. There it is. Guys, I told you, I don't care. This is my show. They don't like it. They can bite me. We're going to talk about what we want. We're going to say it the way we want, and we're going to do what we want. But we're going to keep it clean. We're going to keep it calm. We're going to keep it professional. But anyway, so yeah, Sundays 3 o'clock. She's on her. She's on her thing, doing her thing, making it look good, kicking butts, breaking hearts on everything from World of Warcraft. Just got done, dude. Oh, what? I almost forgot. God, I'm so sorry. Go back to WO Entertainment's page, our Facebook page, her Blue Phoenix Gaming page. Anywhere you see a WO Entertainment show, go back. When you get done here, well, actually, the next show, actually, even when you get done with everything, go back, check out her vaulted footage of her playing the new Halo beta. Straw out of a hat, didn't know, didn't have any idea. She gets this email, says, hey, we want you to be our beta, one of our beta streamers. Get that online, get that content out there, let people see our stuff. And dude, she did. She did a great job. She's working on some editing stuff. This girl, I can't keep up with her with my lazy butt and everything that's going on that she's doing. But she is going to be on here every Sunday, every Friday, and anytime in between, letting you know what's going on. And Mondays, following me up here. You hear that? You hear that? You almost hear that Frank Sinatra, love and marriage, love and marriage. Well, stop, because that's not it. Coming up next, 9 o'clock. Stay right here at the WO Entertainment Network. As soon as I hit end broadcast, these guys are going to take it over and make you laugh all night long with Married with Comedy. Oh, hell. All right, guys. So we talked about the show last week. We talked about the show coming up. What show? Sorry. We're talking about Pimp and his comedy shows. We got all that coming up. We've talked about all those, right? Yep. Hey, did you know this Friday on the WO Entertainment Network page, everywhere else you can see WO Entertainment content, on speaker, it's going to be all King, all comedy, all night long, or until he gets tired, whichever one goes first. So make sure you tune in and check that one out. Speaker, if I am correct, I think goes live at 5 o'clock Central on WO Entertainment. And if I'm not right, well, see, if you're down there in the chat, if you were with me in chat and you're watching in chat, you can say, "Hey, dummy!" No, it goes on at this time. So yeah, there it is. 7. See, I got the hey dummy. I got the hey dummy. I'll get this shit figured out sooner or later. So next, guys, while we're talking bills, we're talking dues, we're talking everything else. What I was kind of hinting to before was I am in talks right now with the blue collar band. Not so much Mr. Overtime, because this guy is mind blowing, self made, everything. Damn good artist, damn good leader, damn good friend. Him and the guys are on the road right now. They are doing their thing in Wisconsin. I think they just finished up their last show in Wisconsin. I love being back, guys. Thank you so much. But they just finished up their last rounds of shows in Wisconsin. And they're on the tour bus. They're having fun. They're doing their thing. And so I'm going to have all the guys, or at least everybody that wants to come on for a little bit, of the Blue Collar Soldiers band, that back overtime. And if you haven't listened to any of their stuff, if you haven't got a heads up on any of their stuff, guys, you're missing out, because great music, my personal opinion, great music, great topics, great guys all the way around. So, guys, well, with that being said, we want to go here and do something real quick as well. And I want to show you a little bit about Mr. Overtime and the Blue Collar Soldier Band. So this is, we're going to go straight to the horse's mouth. This is where you can go to get all of your overtime wants, needs, urges, and desires taken care of. One shot, one kill. Kind of gives you the whole breakdown of everything. Let's take a little tour of the website here, shall we? You see, you got your home, your shows, your VIP, your merch. Which here again, I can contest to. You guys have seen me wear my overtime and the blue collar soldier shirts or merchandise. Here again, guys, nothing's given to me for free. I don't take handouts. I work my ass off to make sure I got what I can get, and to support these guys on everything that they do is, well, I just can't say enough. Then you go and take a look at your videos and music, a little bit of information, photos, and then contact me. But guys, let's take a look at this real quick while we're at it. And we're just going to scroll on down. Oh, music, concerts, time to get out, time to have fun, and time to relax like we haven't been able to relax in forever. And guys, that's just the coolest thing to be able to do. So, here's kind of the rundown of the shows and what he's got coming up and things of that nature. Just want to kind of show that a little bit. And guys, remember, that's right here. That is overtimemusic.com/shows to figure out what's going on, when he's going to be in a town near you, and how he's going to get there. Uh, and here again, I don't get endorsed for nothing. I just believe in these guys and what they're doing. They believe in us veterans. They believe in us Americans. They believe in us humans and what we're doing. I just can't, say enough good about them. So, guys, what the plan of this show is going to be when I get these fun-loving guys on is we're going to talk about what's life on the road. How do you eat? How do you, try to stay healthy? How do you take care of yourself while on the road? Um, I can tell you, I've been on their tour bus. Dude, that thing is amazing. Uh, it just goes to show what you can get while you're working at it. And I've looked in their fridge, and well, somebody's either a galloping gourmet or they're going through a lot of drive-throughs as close as they can at McDonald's. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. This is a OVB hot boxing with Matt challenge. I want you to go to YouTube. Go to your YouTube, and I want you to look up Overtime Music. Okay. There is a video that they posted, what turned out to be an impromptu concert in a parking lot somewhere. Go watch it. Look me up, Matt Brooks, WO Entertainment. Drop it here, drop it wherever you want to drop. But if you could tell me where they were shooting that video, where the video came from and why it came, I will send the first person who sent the correct answer a OVB barbecue hat. I know you guys have seen the green ones that I wear before. It's going to be that style. It's going to be flex fit. So I'm going to have a couple questions for you before we do it. But that tells me that you watched my show. You had fun at the low, the middle part. And yeah. So anyways, that is my mission to you. Leave out of here when you get done or whenever you have time. Go to youtube.com. Go to Overtime Music on YouTube and look through all the videos. Look through everything. And you'll find all this music. You'll find why I like the guy so much. Nope, you ain't buying one for the mystery box. I got one already coming for the mystery box. I just I don't tell you guys everything that I do. But it's all with good intentions. So, yep, we're definitely going to have that OVB box hat and the mystery box. So something to watch out for too that we're going to be giving away here before too much longer. Hopefully everything goes right. But guys, like I said, overtimemusic.com, Overtime Music YouTube. Find that video that starts out as something and ends as an impromptu concert in a parking lot. Greatest video I've seen in a long time. So guys, how was your work week? I mean, how was everything for you at work? How was everything? How's everything been? You know, as many of y'all know, I work in the food industry. I am a pizza spinner. I'm a line cook. I'm a whatever the hell you want to call me at Norchini's at Stringhall in Overland Park, Kansas. Norchini's. We are a small little stall that makes the best pizzas you'll find around because we make them with heart. We definitely love what we do. Chef Dougie Fresh, come in and see him. Tell him hi. Tell him hot boxing with Matt sent you down there. Come down and see sous chef Hans and myself and line cook Brent, line cook Peter, and our new guy, line cook Alex. Love to sit down and talk with him for a little bit as well. Just can't say enough about these group of guys that we're with. But guys, this wasn't my customer, but I've seen my customer do this. And if anybody else does this and can tell me why y'all do this, I would love to talk with you because I am just I'm completely bumbuzzled. I don't know what to say. And when I show you the video, show you this picture, you're going to say the same thing. You're going to say, Matt, what the hell? Dude, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Look at this. No, it's not a let's mess with somebody's OCD. It's not a I want to screw the rest of the party. This is a lady that is actually getting down on this Pizza Hut special. Trademark marketing, blah, 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 blah. Getting down on a cheese pizza with a fork and a knife. Guys, come on. If you do this, I need to know. I need to know why. Why are you doing this? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. But I think we can go back to the Franklin's barbecue thing because I think I finally may have got that figured out thanks to our wonderful all great behind the curtain. Jennifer. Let's try this. What's the greatest thing about this night is I've been sitting here talking so much about Jennifer and Megan, who I can proudly tell everybody that has made it through her surgery and life is good, is shooting me this look like, why the hell do you keep talking about her? You don't even talk about me that much. Well, I love you and I support her. Well, I support you too. I'm just digging the hole deeper, ain't I? I think I should just shut up. All right, so hey, all right, guys, here we go. Let's play some Aaron Franklin's here, and now hopefully y'all will have the audio.
Today we're going to go shopping for a brisket. We're going to decide what's a good brisket, what's a bad brisket. We're going to learn how to trim it, and we're going to finally make a very secret rub. You're watching Barbecue with Franklin. This is a brisket. It comes off the cow. This is the point. This part's the flat right here. So this is going to be the leaner half. This is going to be the fattier half. The way it's situated on a cow is right through here. The lean part goes over the rib cage. The fattier part goes up towards the collarbone, and that's the fattier part. Typically, the problem that most people have is that it's kind of a tough, unsavory cut of meat. So it really does need to be cooked low and slow. What we're really looking for, you can see the marbling right there. That's a good sign. That means it's going to cook down well. It's going to have a lot of flavor. And you're also looking for a thick flat right there. That gives you the idea that maybe this leaner part is going to cook at almost the same rate as the larger part. All right. So we're going to open up this here brisket. I'll put on a glove so I don't have any cross-contamination. Got my clean hand in my right hand so I can hold the knife and not get any blood anywhere that I don't want it to go. The knife that I'm using is a narrow curved boning knife. And this is just a real basic one. You can get it at any restaurant supply store. My dad bought me this one for Christmas years ago. I've been using it forever. And now we've got 40 of them. So anyway, kind of open this thing up. You always want to be a little careful not to splatter blood anywhere. I like to use the clean hand. Use the knife a lot, just to kind of pull stuff out of the way.
All right, sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to I'm gonna take a minute out and kind of talk about that deboning knife. It all depends on people. It all depends on how you're going to trim it down. Some people like to use a bigger scimitar. Some people use that finer trimming knife. I've even seen some go as far as using a meat slicer, a nice flexible meat slicer. Unfortunately, all my stuff right now is in Ambrosia Brothers here in Kansas City, Kansas, getting sharpened, getting ready to go into the wintertime. Or I'd show you what I have. But when I get everything back, I will show you. I'll show you all my knives, and I'll even show you the great work that Ambrosia Brothers do here in Kansas. Kansas. Here again, no paid endorsements. Just really love the guys, love what they do, and yeah. So let's get back to the video here.
Don't want any splatters. And then this is what they call a packer cut brisket. This is what you'll get at the grocery store. Still, this is the flat, this is the point, lean part, fatty part. And here in Texas, we split these up when we're cutting them. If you don't trim any fat off of it, it's likely going to end up too fatty after you cook it, or if you trim too much off and then you try to cook it, it's going to run out of fat. It's going to be dry. So you want to have just about the right amount of fat. For me, it's about 1/4 inch. It could vary. It could be different for everybody. It just depends on your cooker, and it depends a lot on how hot you're cooking it. So I kind of start right here. Be very, very careful. Really looking to get about 1/4 inch. And then, so this is pretty good. And briskets are a lot easier to trim up if they're cold. If you let them warm up too much, if you let it sit out on the counter, then the fat will get real hard to cut through. And you'll increase your risk for injury. So again, dirty hand. So I've got that right there. I've got about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. I'm going to turn it around. This part right here, this is the decal that goes underneath right in here. So I'm going to kind of cut this down like that. There's a wee bit of a membrane right there that's not necessarily going to render out. And then this whole thing, this is the decal.
So now what he was talking about on the decal is a chunk of fat that runs along that seam between those two muscles, kind of like he was talking about with that membrane that ultimately will not render down because it's just the fat and the collagen and everything in there. It's just way too much for it to render down, and it becomes inedible, unpalatable. Everybody, a little bit of fat is kind of like a nice butter that just enhances everything. As two pit masters that I know from the Kansas City area say, fat's flavor, and I'm full of flavor. But that decal fat, that's a different story. You want to make sure, just get rid of that crap. I mean, there's not even really no point to use it, even if you try to save and trim up sausage and make hamburger or stuff like that. What you could do with the rest of the fat that he has, but that decal is just so damn hard, it's just not going to go anywhere.
I'm going to cut that out a smidge. And if you pull it with your hands, you can just lightly follow it with a knife. And then just trim that little guy off. Big old hunk of fat. In Kansas City, this is where the burn ends would come from. But we're not in Kansas City. We're in Texas. And I'm going to cut that off because it's going to burn. And I only know that from experience. You could leave it on there and get some great meat, but it's most likely going to burn a little bit. So at this point, you're really looking for a shape. This part's really, really super thin right there. So I'm actually going to trim it just a little bit. Right there, you can see how marbled that is, and it's a much coarser grain, as opposed to this down here being the leaner part. It's a much tighter, so it's kind of ribeye versus sirloin a little bit. This is where the heat's going to be coming from on the cooker. So you definitely want to leave plenty of fat there to kind of protect it. Looking pretty good. So between the two muscles right here, the flat and the point right there, there's a huge layer of fat that goes through there. And if you flip it over, it'll manifest itself right here. And we definitely don't want that because there's no way that's going to turn out good. It's a huge chunk of fat. It's not going to render. It's not a kind of fat that's going to add any flavor. Not a kind of fat that's going to render out properly. Not even a kind of fat that you could really use to make sausage.
Sound familiar? I think I may have said that. Yeah, that's kind of the funny thing. We are going to leave fat to protect it, but we're going to trim it off. It's kind of like that when you build that hot rod. You ain't going to need those other two seats, but by God, you need that roll cage around you. So instead of cutting the roof off, you just take the seats out so you can make that quarter mile time a little bit better. Not saying it makes sense, but hey, it works. So that's what we go with. So, guys, I think we're just going to watch a little bit more, get this trimmed out. We're getting late into the day. I need to start wrapping things up so we can get that Married with Comedy guys in, and we'll go from there. So, you know what? I think no. You know what? Let's just finish this out, guys. We can definitely do this. Let's just finish it out, and we'll keep an eye on that time.
So we're
So
just
we
gonna
got
get rid
about
of
5 minutes left.
and trim it off. That we don't want to carve any more into this brisket than that. It's kind of aerodynamic. It's enough where the smoke will kind of go over it, the heat will go over it. So that's good enough. We're going to leave that. The other thing is there's a lot of silver skin on the bottom of this. If I was only doing 1 or 2 briskets, I definitely would trim this. If I was doing a competition, I would also very, very much trim this. And you pretty much trim until you're sick of trimming. You can spend a lot of time or a little time doing this. Me, I don't like to spend much time doing this. Get kind of as much of the silver skin off as you want to. If you get tired of trimming, it's not the end of the world. If you want to really go spend a lot of time in this, it's okay. It'll work out fine either way. A lot of briskets, if you'll look right here, it's got a huge gash in there. That came from the processing plant where this thing came from. And that's something that isn't necessarily a good thing. But when we rub it later, we're going to have to be real careful not to get rub in there, because if we do, then we're going to have a pocket of rub once this thing's cooked, and that's not necessarily a good thing either. So this thing's trimmed up. We got about a 1/4 inch of fat all the way across. It's looking good. That's trimmed out. It's shaped real nicely. I think we're ready to put some rub on it. I'm about to share some secrets. It's pretty complicated stuff. A lot of people have really complex rubs. A lot of people put chili powder, cumin, paprika, all kinds of stuff. The way we roll here in Central Texas, it's half salt and half pepper. Kind of swirl it up a bit. If you had a shaker, it'd be pretty neat. And there you go. So normally start off, you want to keep this thing moving. The granules of the salt are a lot heavier than the pepper, so the salt's going to settle to the bottom. So you want to kind of keep it going. I always start on the flat side, kind of get it in my hand like that, sprinkle it, and I normally go around the edge. And this is just because I do a lot of these things. It's kind of just the habit that I've developed, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get it on there. And a lot of people put a whole lot of rub on a brisket. In my opinion, that it's better to go a little conservative on how much rub. You really want the flavor of the meat to shine through. This is barbecue. You can put a lot of rub on something and cook in the oven and get whatever flavor you want, but it's salt and pepper. It's super simple. I feel pretty strongly about that. Flip it over.
Well, all right, guys, there we go. That was kind of just a quick little dirty kind of idea of what I'm wanting to try to do more of this year on the network and on my show. If you guys have anything like that you would like to see, feel free to drop me a note. Let me know. Show me some little bit of love. So, guys, I think we had a pretty good show tonight, outside of the little goof ups and mishaps, but those always come and go. Guys, here again, I can't thank enough for everybody who hung out with me all night long. Had a little bit longer stream this time, but everybody that was in chat, everybody that's talking with chat, hanging out for a little bit. Justin Keeney, it's good to see you again as always, brother. Pimp, I know you was in here. Jennifer, thank you so much for pulling my bacon out of the fire. So guys, I can't say enough. I can't say thank you enough. I want to remind everybody of the upcoming things and what's going on that we kind of touched on about before. Let's go back. Let's take a look at this one here. This is that comedy show coming up with Redneck Pimp and everybody in it. believe this is the right one. There it is. By golly, 2 for 2. That's the Comedy Bash coming up on Saturday, November 6th at 5:30 p.m. at Tub Creek Event Center. That's 11417 Northeast Highway 69, Cameron, Missouri, 64429. Not only will they have the great comedians Sean Hall, David Scott, award-winning Jeff Onyx, Richard Montana, Tag Fu Panda, and Richie the Redneck King Pimp himself. You're going to have a 7 p.m. band, the Mixology, 10 p.m. band, the Reality Becomes. We're doing this all getting together, having fun. We're trying to raise money for suicide awareness. And anybody that knows me, that knows that 22 a day, well, that's not just a number, folks. That's something that hits hard, real close. And I know it's just as bad in the civilian world as it is better in the military world. But there's going to be a 50-50 raffle as well as other giveaways, which we kind of hinted on a little bit tonight about a turkey dinner for one deserving family. That's right. Hey, if you missed it, go back, take a look at the show. And barbecues and drinks for sale. Trailers for sale. Okay, I'm going to stop torturing y'all with my singing now. Let's get back over here to the broadcast. Guys, I want to thank you for everybody that stopped in tonight, everybody that stuck around, everybody that enjoyed themselves tonight. Guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you just for being awesome. Guys, if you like what you see going on here, well, it's only going to get better from here. So I'll talk to you guys later.